Okay, everyone, welcome to the Friday live drawing. Let me make sure that I am muting myself. Yep, I have. Okay, welcome to the live drawing, everyone. I am sorry for the delay. Things kind of snowballed on me a little bit today, and I just kept getting more and more behind with postage showing up early, and that FOC took a bit longer to upload than I would have liked. Things just unfortunately got a little bit out of hand. But the good news is we are still here to do the Facebook live drawing, which is monthly and weekly, and some FODC discussion. With me being a bit rushed though, please do bear with me when we get to the FOC. Dan actually did give me notes, and I did not have enough time to correlate them. I was trying to go live by 4:30. We have been trying to find a better time to post this video. We're not for sure either if we are going to start pre-recording and then to where we can actually show y'all a little bit more graphics so that y'all have a picture to accompany what we're talking about, or if we are just going to post a little bit later in the afternoon so that possibly either Andy can join me so we can actually have a discussion, or possibly even Dan. But with all that being said, though, we are going to do the two live drawings first before we get started with the FOC talk. So the first one up in the Chewbacca head is going to be for the monthly drawing of July. We are giving out a, now that I did not put the cover cam light on, we are going to give away a Captain America 400 or 750. It is the 1:50 ratio variant, and I'm not for sure. Should be on the cover cam now. Okay, let me check up the Chewbacca head and see who the Lecker winner is today. I believe there is roughly over 400 names in here this time. Y'all did have a tendency to buy a lot this week, or over the month of July, I should say. Okay, Barrett Peck, you are our winner for the monthly, sir. Congratulations. Okay, let me dump out these names. Yep. Okay, and for our weekly drawing, I do believe there was roughly 35 to 40 names on this one for this week. That is if you claimed anything for the Facebook, from the Facebook album, or if you claimed anything on a live show. And if you are not aware, we are doing Monday live shows. That is where you will see me present either $5 comics. I did treasuries this past week, price treasuries and $5. We have been contemplating throwing up the rest of the remaining toys that Annie did not get to. Because we simply ran out of time to price them all out. You never know what you're going to get. You might also get surprises for coupon codes and things like that for the website. So please do remember we are starting both the Monday show and Thursday show at 7 p.m. So come and check those out. Okay, for the weekly drawing, we are giving out Fallen Friend, The Death of Miss Marvel #1. It is the 1:25 variant. These were both ratio variants from a couple of weeks ago. We are trying to give up new items, not just stick with the slabs. Some of the slabs are getting to the point now where they are repeating from previous drawings, so I did choose to do the ratios for right now. You never know, we might give away a toy for a monthly or weekly. Just never know what we're going to actually offer. So, for the weekly drawing, Adam Fritz, you are our weekly drawing winner, sir. Congratulations. I will get those both in either your mail out or the packages up at the store. Okay, so on to our FOC discussion. First up, we are going to talk about Lunar, which is also our DC distribution center. For those of you who aren't aware and have not joined us for the FOC talk, we do break it up into 3 parts. We talk about DC, which is from our Lunar Distribution Center, and a handful of other distribution centers, or a handful of other publishers that Lunar encompasses. Lunar will be taking on more and more titles of Image very, very soon. So please be on the lookout for that. I will get together with me, Dan, and Andy when those actually do a full-on crossover, and we will see about possibly announcing it in a post so that y'all are made aware of the switchover. When that does happen and it goes into full effect, we may change up some of the category headers. So please be aware of that on the website when you go in to the FOC pre-order, that some of the titles might be changing for the categories. But first up, we are talking about the FOC DC category. Let's see. Dan and I both picked Action Comics Presents Doomsday Special #1. It is a one-shot. Dan's summary is Doomsday rules in hell. In the wake of Dark Crisis and Lazarus Planet, King Doomsday now sits on a throne of skulls across a river of blood, holding court over the demons that swarm in the depths of hell. It is featuring the return of Bloodwind, if I'm saying that right, and the debut of Doomhounds, plus a clue to the next big Superman event. So, if you're also a fan of some of those Spawn covers, Barton's, Perillo, and Puppet Lee did kind of do their own spin on Doomsday with those covers. It does heavily remind me of the Spawn covers that we have been getting. So please do check those out. There is another cover also by Jurgens, so please do check that out. Speaking of one-shots, this week for Lunar, or the DC FOC category, is one-shot heavy. So please be mindful. Anything in parentheses will generally denote whether if it's a 1 of 6, so that would be classified as a mini-series. If it says one-shot, that will be the only issue that you get of that one, unless if the popularity happens, and then we may end up seeing a mini-series spawn from that. So please do keep that in mind when you check out the FOC. Next up, I picked Batman Catwoman The Gotham War Battle Lines #1. Again, it is a one-shot. It is the war starting between Bat and Cat. It's basically said that crime is down in Gotham City, and could that be a bad thing? So please do check that out if you are a Catwoman Batman fan. Please do check that out. Now, sometimes on the FOC you will see a cover F or a different cover, but you will not see A through whatever the other covers are. As a prime example, there are 2 this week coming out. It's Birds of Prey #1. It is the gatefold cover. Then you will see Poison Ivy #14. It is the UV retro, active, and glow-in-the-dark covers. Publishers have been realizing now, and the distribution centers have been realizing that the demand for those covers could be greater, and they need a little bit more time to produce them, so they are releasing them generally a week to 2 weeks before the other covers come available. So please do keep that in mind when you are ordering on FOC. If you do see covers A through whichever covers they're going to be come out after you have ordered the gatefold, we will still pull you whatever is ordered, but that is why you are seeing them spread apart. The gatefolds, the cardstocks, some of the glow-in-the-darks, they need more time to be able to produce them and make sure that they are able to fill a quantity. Next up is Catwoman Uncovered #1. It is also a one-shot. Let's see, where is my other card? See, I also picked to highlight It Eats What Feeds It #1. It is a Scout Legacy Edition. When you see something that says a Legacy Edition, specifically when it comes to Scout publishers, it is their way of giving you a reprinting of #1s that may have passed before. So if you were wanting to jump on and were not able to find that #1, please do check out those titles that say Scout Legacy Edition after it. Those are the titles that are coming back up, available for a second round. The last issues of the series are for 2 different ones this week. It is Junction Jones and the Corduroy Conspiracy, which is a 6 of 6, and Keepers of the Cosmos, which was a 3 of 3. So if you're following those 2, please do get your orders in for those. Now, me and Dan did pick together the Night Terrors Night's End #1 one-shot that is coming out. It should be the tail end and concludes the terrifying event that has been across over the last several months. It is where Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, along with the DCU's other heroes, have escaped the Nightmare Realm only to find the Nightmare League has followed them home. So if you are following along with the Night Terror series, please make sure that you pick up Night's End. It should be concluding off the Night Terrors and leading into the rest of the storylines through the DCU. With that, Dan did highlight Miracles 1 of 4. It's by CEX. It is, the summary of it is high school senior Elliot Morgan has been obsessed with superhero comics all his life, especially Major Voltage Adventures, a comic that suddenly ends the year he was born. As well as from Ahoy is Project, I'm totally going to say this wrong, Cryptoid. It's also a mini-series of 1 of 6. It's the new Ahoy anthology series featuring Bigfoot, Yetis, Nessies, Jersey Devils, and more. So please do check those 2 out in our FOC DC category. The only other thing that is of note on the DC category is Wonder Woman #1 Facsimile. You do have 3 covers with that. It is cover A, a blank, and a foil. So please do check that out. Facsimiles are an easy way to get that whole field in your collection of a #1 that you would not otherwise be able to afford, or it can be a simple placeholder, or if you're like the majority of us around here, you want to get that facsimile so that you actually have a reader copy and you don't mess up your hundreds of thousands of dollars of comics. So with that being said, we are going to move on to Marvel or Penguin. Penguin Random House is the distribution center for Marvel. Up this week, we are both wanting to highlight Amazing Spider-Man #33, the Disney 100 Miss Marvel variant. It is featuring Daisy Duck. So please be aware of that. I do believe those variants are slowly dwindling down, so please be aware. If you have not picked them up before, they are only across the Amazing Spider-Man storylines. We should still have some available. Whatever is available is on the website at Duncanvillebookstore.com. Please do type in Disney 100 without any spaces into the search field, and it should pull up any of the variants that we have available. Dan wanted to highlight Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance Omega #1. It is the part 4. It is the crossover final, the event final. It is Logan and Johnny versus the Stitcher. So please do check that out if you have gotten the other 4. If you have missed out, I do believe they are slowly starting to roll out now. We should have whatever is out available through the website, again, at DuncanvilleBookstore.com. So please do check that out. Next up is Captain America #1. Captain America is coming back. So for those of you who have Captain America on your pull list, be prepared for those to be back in your pull file. It does come out with a #1 this week, so we are talking about 8 different covers. So with that being said, anytime that anything has more than 2 to 3 covers, just know that we will not be ordering up heavy on these. A large percentage of the time, we will only be ordering up to FOC order and pull list fulfillment. So please be aware of that. Pardon me. And get your cover requests in while you still can. Let's see. Let me go over this real quick to make sure. See, the next one that I wanted to highlight was Raw #1 Facsimile. Again, it is kind of like the Wonder Woman #1 Facsimile. This is a cheap, affordable way for you to get your collectible comics filled without the price tag. So please do check that one out. I do believe there's 2 covers on that one, a main cover and a blank, if I'm remembering correctly. Back on the first FOC a couple of videos ago, please do check out that. But we talked about the different series that are going on through Marvel right now. One of them is Contest of Chaos, which is where superheroes are battling each other. It is going across all of the... they are going across all of the annuals currently. So this week up, it is Spider-Gwen annual #1 on 3 covers. Chris, I will be highlighting that one in just a moment, actually. Because I do think I sucker punched Bo into ordering a hat he would not have normally ordered. Next up, though, I do want to mention Spine Tingling Spider-Man number 0. It is the first issue in this new series. So please do jump on board. It is Spine Tingling Spider-Man 0. For those who are following along with the Dark Droids number 1 did come out last week. So please be, or this week. Was it this week, Dan? I do believe it was this week that it came out. If it did, please do check the website. We should have multiple copies available. Pardon me. Dark Droids is a series that is going across all the Star Wars series. This week up, it is going across Star Wars 38 and Star Wars Dark Droids number 2. Please do pay attention to those, the Casanova connecting variants. If you are a fan of droids, it will have a connecting with all of the droids all the way across it. The only other one that I would like to highlight on Marvel or Penguin is X-Men number 26. It is a part of the Fall of X storyline, so if you were following along with that or wanted to jump on board, X-Men 26 is coming on board with the Fall of X, as well as having an Alex Ross connecting variant. So please do be mindful of those that wanted the Avengers and X-Men covers for Alex Ross. Those are fastly approaching on FOC. If you do miss out on any of those, please do type in Alex Ross connecting Avengers or X-Men, depending on which one that you wanted, and connecting variant, and those should pull up on the website as well. Okay, last but not least is Diamond, which currently covers Image, as well as a miscellaneous handful of others. Okay, so with that one being said, Chris actually did bring up a good point. We normally do not put up items like hats or apparel because a large percentage of the time they are allotted. So it is harder for us to get them. As it stands currently, the Something is Killing the Children Order of St. George baseball cap that is currently on the miscellaneous FOC category by Boom is not allocated. However, if it does turn into becoming allocated, we will either do a live drawing to see who gets them, or we will be fulfilling the orders by first come or first order, first fulfilled. So please be aware of that. The majority of the time on those, they do fulfill everything. We have not had a problem with it in the past. We did have the bandanas before and had no problem with ordering them. But just please be aware that items that do have original allocation, we will not put them up on FOC. So if this turns into a FOC allocation, we will probably make a post. I'll get with Dan when we get notified. If we do, I will get with Dan and we'll privately message those people that have placed it on order if there comes an issue. The other things that we wanted to highlight, I personally am looking forward to the Reflection cover D. It is a Magnolia homage cover, and since I am a huge Hellboy fan, I am looking forward to that. The other thing that I wanted to mention was Conan the Barbarian number 2. Second print is a homage to the Conan movie novel. It is the iconic Arnold Schwarzenegger holding the sword. So if you are a huge fan of Conan the Barbarian and missed out on the original number 1, second print is up for grabs on FOC. Conan the Barbarian number 2 with several covers is up on available on FOC as well. Those are from Titan. So if y'all were thinking it was Marvel or anything like that, please be aware it is by Titan Comics this time. Dan wanted to highlight Arcade Kings 4 of 5. It is round 4. Joe's search of his missing brother is over, but now the real battle begins. Ken's leveled up since he last saw Joe, and he's ready to throw down. So please do keep an eye on that. It is a 4 of 4, which means the 5 of 5 is right around the corner. And with those mini-series, they do go by quick. World Tree number 5 is coming up from Image. It is currently with Diamond still. It is the end of this story arc. So please get those covers in for your orders. With that being said, I do think I'm going to end it there. Please be mindful too, though, before I actually cut out, anytime that you do see anything with massive amounts of covers, as is with Dynamite, with the Gargoyles and Elvira or anything like that, we generally order one of every cover, but sometimes we don't, just because of the sheer volume of covers that there are. If you are wanting a specific cover, please, the best thing to do is place an order on FOC. If you do not have a hard copy pull list and would like to join, whether you are in-state or not, local or not, please do contact us either through Facebook or contact at DuncanvilleBookstore.com, and we can go through that in more detail. But with that being said, guys, please be kind to each other, treat each other how you wish to be treated, and we'll get through this insane world together and be just fine. I will see y'all next time. Check out the Monday show.